Alright, so welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 87 today, guys. Today, guys, we'll be doing our match preview for Barcelona versus Valencia, guys. We're back at it again in La Liga, guys. So, of course, you guys know the international break is over. I did upload a video, guys, about looking at the other leagues, so you guys can check that out. I will be periodically making videos about club football, international football. I decided just to kind of end it with international just because right now international break's over. So, I will be making international videos for the other regions probably soon. I think I'll do like a huge video for the World Cup qualifiers, just looking at every single region instead of doing like every single like small video. So I'll probably do that sometime in 2 weeks from now. So, just before the November break starts. So with that being said, guys, let's go and get started. So let's get back to club football and talk about this matchup we have right here. And that's Barcelona versus Valencia at the Camp Nou. It's going to take place at October 17th, 3 p.m. Eastern time. And I believe the local time is going to be at 9 p.m. So it's going to be quite fascinating to see how this pans out. So let's look at some of the insights here. So Barcelona just lost one of the last 10 La Liga games against Valencia, win 5, draw 4. And with their 2-0 defeat in January 2020 under Quique Setién and with Albert Salides as Valencia's manager. Barcelona scored at least one goal each of their previous 17 home games against Valencia, their second longest run scoring at home against them. And they are unbeaten the last 5 games at Camp Nou against Valencia, win 3, draw twice since a 2-1 loss in April 2016. Valencia are the away team with the most goals at Camp Nou in La Liga since 2013-2014, netting 14 goals in 8 games and scoring at least twice in 6 of those. After going 7 games unbeaten in La Liga between May and September, Barca lost their home game in the competition 2-0 against Atletico Madrid, lost the last game of the competition 2-0 against Atletico Madrid. The last time they suffered 2 consecutive defeats in La Liga was October 2020. After earning 10 points in the first 12 in La Liga this season, Valencia have just earned 2 of their last 12 available in the competition. So, wow. Dang, that is interesting. So, let's talk about Valencia first. Of course, you guys know what the situation as Barcelona is right now. And let's just look at Valencia real quick. So, currently, Valencia, as things stand right now, they're 8th on the table. They're actually ahead of us. Now, remember, guys, they have played a game more than us. So, keep that in mind that they have played one game more. Okay? They actually also have scored more goals than Barcelona. However, they have conceded more than Barcelona. You look at the games they have played, this season. They start off with a 1-0 win against Getafe, a very controversial game, and a game in which 2 red cards were given. Then they followed up with a draw against Valencia. Granada away from home, getting a draw there. Then they also won against Alaves, 3-0 at their Mestalla. Then they followed up with a 4-1 victory against Osasuna away from home. Then they narrowly lost to Real Madrid in a game which they were leading at the Mestalla, only for Real Madrid to make the comeback. They lost to Sevilla 3-1. Then they followed up with a 1-1 draw against Athletic Club at home, and then they followed up with a 0-0 draw against Cadiz away from us. So you can see right here, guys, that Valencia have been pretty good. It's just when they've come up against the big teams is where they have really struggled. It's when they have struggled, and that's where the big teams are able to lose those games. For the most part, though, they have been scoring. In fact, all their games, they have scored in every single game, with the exception of that game against Cadiz. So it's very imperative that we make sure that we keep them out. As I said, obviously, it'll be really interesting to see what happens, okay? So let's go ahead and look at the Valencia. Let's look at their team real quick. Let's see if there's any injuries. Of course, I'm using Transfermarkt. Obviously, I know this is not the most reliable, but it is one of the best, okay? So you can see right here, guys, that Jose Gaya is injured. He is currently out. He is their captain. His muscle injury is unknown. Tiro Carrera is also out as well. Carlos Soler is also out as well. And those are 3 players that are out. You can see their top goal scorer this season by Carlos Soler with 3 goals and most assists. So that's a huge, huge loss that Valencia have against us. Obviously, you look up key players. Obviously, I'm going to keep an eye on Jasper Silsen. Of course, a former Barcelona player. Keep an eye upon him. I'd also keep an eye upon this other guy. His name is Daniel Wasa, a pretty good player. Gonzalo Guedes, also a very good player. Denis Cheryshev, good player. Yunus Musa, a very good player for the U.S. men's national team. Of course, you guys know how much I really enjoyed him. And, I would keep an eye upon Hugo Doro as well. Marcos Andra, Maxi Gomez, let's see who else. I think those are about it for the key players. Gabriel Palista as well, pretty good defender. Deka B as well as another good defender as well. So let's move on forward to Valencia. Let's move on over to United States. Barcelona. Let's move on over to Barcelona. So, of course, you guys know what's happening in Barcelona right now. The situation in Barcelona is very interesting. Of course, As of the making of this video, guys, I do not know the squad list for this video, so let's go ahead and look at the players. So, of course, Ronald Araujo, he is injured. The club have officially confirmed that yesterday, I believe, on Twitter. They have confirmed that he is out injured, so he will not be taking part in this match, which I think is a huge loss indeed. Musa Waga is also out as well. Pedri is also out as well. Obviously, you guys know about that. Ousmane Dembele, of course, we already know has been out, and Martin Braithwaite's already been out. Now, the good thing for us in this game is that we are likely to have Sergio Aguero back in the team. Sergio Aguero is likely to be back. I did hear he did score in a friendly, friendly, I think it was against Cornilla, I want to say. He did score, so I think that's going to be a huge boost for the attack because we know that Aguero brings so much more to the attack than Luke de Jong does. And I think for me, he could be a very important player for Barcelona. That could be the reason why they go on to win this game, of course. Obviously, you look at the matches so far for Barcelona. This season's been very disappointing. Obviously, that 4-2 win against Sociedad was great. Athletic Club, we got a draw away from home. We were probably fortunate to get a draw. Against Getafe, we just about got the win. Probably an unconvincing win. Of course, you guys know Bayern just destroyed us. We know that game was terrible. Granada at home was another garbage game. Cadiz was not a good game. Levante was a good game. Benfica was obviously trash. And Atletico Madrid been trash. Atletico Madrid game was also bad as well. So basically, most of the games, Barca have been very underwhelming this season. So this is a huge month. This is a huge month for the month of FC Barcelona because, as I said before, guys, there are 5 games in which I would say right now, for the month of October, these are games that we have to look at very carefully. These are games that could determine the season for us. Because right now we have a game against Valencia. That's at the Camp Nou. Then we have a game against Kiev. That's going to be at the Camp Nou. You look at how many games are in the Camp Nou for us. We have 4 of 5 games this month in the Camp Nou. We have to, at least, at the very minimum, we have to beat Valencia, Kiev, and Alaves, and maybe Rayo Vallecano. We should be able to beat those teams. Because as I said before, guys, we have to take advantage. This is a very crucial month for Barcelona, and this could be a very pivotal month for Barcelona as well, because as I said before, guys, this is a month that Barcelona have to look at and gain. So, with that said, let's go ahead and move on over to the head-to-head record between the two teams. Oh, shoot. I saw you guys lined up. My bad. Let's look at the lineup. So the last 10 meetings between Barcelona and Valencia. Last one, Barcelona won 3-2 at the Mestalla. The last one in the before 1-2 draw, Valencia won 2-0. Then you got a 5-2 win for Barcelona, followed up by a 2-1 defeat. Valencia win in the Copa del Rey. Then you got a 2-2 draw there, 1-1 draw, 2-1 win for Barcelona, 2-0 win for Barcelona, and then a 1-0 win for Barcelona. You can see right here that Barcelona have generally won their games. All-time results between Barcelona and Valencia are as follows: 84 wins for Barcelona, 43 wins for Valencia, 45 draws, 326 goals for Barcelona, 241 goals for Valencia. Home record in La Liga is at 50 wins for Barcelona, 13 wins for Valencia, 23 draws. You can see how many players are missing. Obviously, top fixed goalster. Obviously, you got Lionel Messi, who scored 31 goals. Cesar Rodriguez, 15. Luis Suarez, 12. Claudio Lopez, 12. Rivaldo, 11 goals. You can see the most valuable player for Barcelona and Valencia as follows: Carlos Soler for Valencia, Barcelona for Frankie de Jong. And of course, you can look at the head-to-head record. So for Pepe Bordilas, his record against Barcelona is 2 wins, a draw, and 7 losses. And his record against Koeman's got 1 win, 1 loss. And then for Koeman, his record against Valencia has been 1 win, 3 draws. He has not lost a game to Valencia, which is interesting. And his record against Bordeaux has been 1 win, 1 draw. 1 win, 1 loss, indeed. It's a huge match. Huge match indeed. Because like I said before, guys, Valencia have seemingly picked up their form. They seemingly have been back to where they belong. They have improved ever since last season. They had a very disastrous last season, indeed, in which they nearly were in the talks of getting relegated. Obviously, they did avoid relegation at the end of the day. And I think it'll be interesting to see how they do in this game. So here's my predicted starting 11. This is the starting 11 that I think we'll see Ronald Koeman put out. And I also did put the jersey number for everyone here, so I did the work for that. So let's start with the goalkeeper. So goalkeeper for me, guys, is going to be Marc-Andre ter Stegen. It's a no-brainer. He's going to start. We all know that. Jordi Alba, I think, will get back to the team, obviously, with international break. With him getting a lot more fitness, I think he should be able to start this game. And so, yeah, Jordi Alba, I think, will be a huge addition to the team, indeed, as far as our left back is concerned, adding those crosses into the box. Of course, he is a former Valencia player as well. Piqué, I think, will start this game as per usual. Of course, we know Piqué will start. Garcia, I think, will start this game. Now, the reason why I think Garcia will get the start ahead of him, obviously, Araujo is not going to start because he's injured. There is Mingueza that could get the start, and then there's also Longley Umtiti. Let's be real, Koeman doesn't really trust neither Longley or Umtiti, and I just don't think Koeman will trust Mingueza for this game just yet. I just think for Mingueza, for me, is more of a backup option rather than a first team option. So I think Garcia will start. Dest, I think, will start at the right back position, and then for the midfield, I think we'll see Busquets, Gavi, and De Jong. For me, like I said before, guys, Pedri is still out, I believe. I don't think he'll be back in time for this game. He could potentially be back in time for the game as of this recording, but I don't think he will start. So even if he does get into the squad, I don't think he will start this game. So I think we'll see Gavi, who had a really good performance with Spain in the Nations League against, I believe it was against Italy and France. And now for the front three. I think we'll see Depay and Fati and Aguero. I just think for me, guys, right now, this is the best front three we have. I think for me, Fati could add a lot more pace. And now that international break is done, he can now finally start a game. And I think Aguero will get the start indeed. And I think Depay. So for me, it's going to be really interesting to see how the front three can do all together, with Depay being the creative playmaker and Fati and Aguero being the goal scorers, which I think will be very, very good indeed. So this leads me on to my prediction, guys. My prediction for this game is that Barcelona wins. I'm going to have to say 2-1. 2-1, guys. I know it's a common prediction. I know that it's a lame prediction to make as well because it's one of the most commonly predicted scorelines. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm just really feeling a 2-1. I'm feeling like a 2-1, guys. I feel that Fati might get the opening goal for us in this game. And I feel like Aguero might get the second goal for us. So it's going to be quite interesting. And I could see Depay getting maybe 1 or 2 assists in this game. And maybe De Jong getting an assist in this game as well. So it'll be interesting to see how this happens. And I think if Ronald Koeman puts out this 11, I'll be pretty content. I would be pretty content with his lineup. As I said, I'm really hoping there will be no Roberto. I'm really hoping there will be no Longley, no Umtiti, none of those kind of players. And so I think if we could put up the starting 11, I think we are pretty solid indeed. So that's it for today, guys. That's my match preview for the game for Barcelona versus Valencia. As I said, this is a huge game at the Camp Nou. We have to at least draw this game, guys. We cannot afford to lose this game, guys. We need to get back to the top 4, guys. And I believe a victory here for Barca, if Barca do win their game, that would actually put them back in the conversation of top 4. So as I said, it's a very imperative that we get back to winning ways, especially at the Camp Nou in a game in a stadium which we know how it is like. So that's it for today, guys. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure you guys check out me and my other platforms listed in the description below. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.